Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I watched WWE Monday Night Raw episode 1433, which was broadcast on November 23rd, 2020. The past 2 months basically, I've been falling really behind. Some weeks I do all the episodes in 1 week, like last week. And then before that, I did 2 weeks all at once and all that. I try to nip it in the bud this time and just talk about this episode of Raw, especially since we're coming up here on the end of the month. It's coming up real quick. Next Monday is the last day of November. How crazy is that? So anyway, I enjoyed this episode. I wasn't really feeling that great. And so I didn't do Thunderdome. It sounds like I missed out on a pretty interesting main event. I don't remember the specifics. Somebody posted about that on Reddit. But I did end up watching. I was going to take a nap, get some rest, watch it later. But I did end up watching it live. And I enjoyed it. I liked it. Some Adam Pearce action. Talking to Team Raw, congratulating them, getting everybody's thoughts, everybody's pitches on why they each deserve a championship opportunity to challenge Drew McIntyre. But he saved Braun, last but not least, and Braun took great offense to that phrase for, I don't know why. Because he doesn't understand it or something. I don't know. But he headbutts Pierce and lays him out. Pierce has to get taken to the back and all of that. And Charlie then bothers him every 2 minutes. Less than 2. She keeps asking him, "Okay, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? Hey, sorry to bother you again, but what were you gonna say?" He's like, "Okay, this is it. This is what." So she even seemed shocked the last time that he actually had a plan by the time she asked again, literally 5 minutes after the first time she asked, out of the 3 times. Anyway, the plan is 3 singles matches, and then next week will be a triple threat between the 3 winners of those matches. So we'll get to what those matches are in just a minute, because the first one, not in just a minute, we're getting to that right now. Except not right now. No, it happened right when he said that, but this happened after the opening match, which was Hurt Business versus The New Day tag title match. Kind of a weird thing happening with the count out situation, and they restart the match at MVP's goading. I don't know what's the word I'm trying to think. It's he insists that they don't want to win via count out. Let's restart the match. Let's keep going, because it may have been a mistake or something. I'm not sure. But it was pretty good. New Day won and retained. And Xavier Woods pinned Shelton to get that win. Then we had, after Adam Pearce made that announcement, the first of those matches was Sheamus versus Riddle. Riddle won via a reversal of a pin situation. Meanwhile, Lana earlier was interviewed and asked if do you want a match against Asuka? And she said, I haven't even thought about that. And then later, after Sheamus versus Riddle, Asuka accepts Lana's challenge, which wasn't actually Lana's challenge, but she'll take it. They had a special edition of Firefly Funhouse with Friendship Frog. He was a fine amphibian. And now he's squished. He joins his Frogger friends, squished by Alexa Bliss did the squishing. Very tragic. He will be missed. Then we had Lana versus Asuka. Asuka won via disqualification because Nia and Shayna attacked Asuka. And then we got Lana and Asuka team up against Shayna and Nia Jax. And Asuka got the win. She pinned Shayna Baszler. Unfortunately, it wasn't a tag team match or a tag title match. Otherwise, we would have new champions there. but maybe this will lead to the team of Lanaska. That doesn't quite sound as good as it looks on paper. It doesn't look very good on paper either. Then we had the next match for the qualifier to get into that triple threat next week. Lashley versus Keith Lee. Let's see. Well, Keith Lee won. I forget what method he won by, but no, that is how he won. I wrote MVP attacks. I was thinking, oh, maybe that happened afterwards. No, that is the reason that Keith Lee won, because Keith Lee was about to. I don't even know what the logic of that was. He's about to hurt Lashley or something. MVP was saving the match somehow by doing that. I don't quite understand, but Keith Lee gets the victory. He'll be in that triple threat. And then we had an amazing match, Nikki versus Alexa, where Alexa just runs the entire spectrum of emotions from joyful to really mean to crying, and that crying really got to Nikki. She said, help me, where am I? I don't know what's happening. And Nikki feels really bad, and it was all a trick, and Alexa gets the win there. And then we had our main events, the third of the 3 singles matches. There's not very many matches, but they were all pretty substantial time-wise. I liked that. Randy versus AJ, and AJ won when the Fiend distracted, and then he showed up and scared the crap out of Randy there right at the end. Except I didn't see that as it aired. My feed, at the end of Raw, Sling, because it's set to record a certain time period or whatever, it switches from recording to not recording or something, and there's always a missing 10 seconds or something. It either skips backwards or forwards or something. I don't know. But yeah, I like that ending. That was pretty cool. And that we get Randy versus the Fiend coming up probably, which is going to be really fun to watch. Or whatever else Alexa's going to be doing now. She beat Nikki, so what's next there? I don't know. But I'm excited to find out. So yeah, my favorite match probably was Nikki versus Alexa, because it was so interesting. My favorite non-wrestling moment was Drew McIntyre. I thought that I heard that what he said. I was like, maybe he was saying fire, McIntyre, and then I didn't think he actually, but then I saw the clips of it. It's like, oh yeah, he totally accidentally called him Drew McIntyre, and that's pretty great. So it's a tough call between that and Friendship Frog, a fine amphibian. But I think I'm going to call this episode a fine amphibian because Drew McIntyre might be a little bit too on the nose. So there you go. I like this episode overall, and yeah, some good moments. It sounds like main event's going to be pretty interesting too. But man, NXT, which I'm going to be watching here in just 1 hour, is going to be fantastic. We have a ladder match, Pete Dunne versus a member of the Undisputed Era to determine who gets the War Games advantage. That's going to be nuts. There's some other really good matches too, Candice LeRae versus Ember Moon, and some other stuff. So I'm super hyped for that. So anyway, that's it. Let me know what you thought about this episode of Raw by tweeting me. Oh, also, Lana did not go through a table this week. The streak has been broken. She's broken the curse, and she has a friend. Go watch Raw Talk. Raw Talk is also really good. I didn't take notes or anything, but I really enjoyed Raw Talk with R-Truth. It's just so funny. And Charlie's great too. And all the people they have as guests are really entertaining. So yeah, go check that out. All right, that's it. Let me know what you thought about this episode by tweeting me at TIW Podcast. Go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. Stay safe, healthy, and happy out there in all of the infinite multiverses. And I'll see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.